Alright, so I am trying to do my video a little bit different today and just kind of like include the setup. So first things first, I'm gonna change the setting of this ring light because that's kind of blinding. A little too orange. Okay, good. Next, I'm going to go finish making my coffee that I forgot about, so bye. Alright, I got my coffee. Gotta set that aside to forget about again. And before I do my makeup, I need to do my skincare. So I'm gonna throw this on and I guess do that. Main part of the video. That's a little wild looking. Let's pat that down. Let's pat that way down. Come on. Okay. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get for the moment. The main reason I wanted to record today was to kind of practice doing a Halloween look that I plan on doing later this month. I've already done this look once. It didn't look bad, but it didn't look exactly how I wanted either, because again, I have Pinterest ideas over here that I'm going off of, and while it didn't look bad, it did not look like the source material. I'm kind of hesitant to show you what the look I'm going for is, or at least the eye look, because I just don't think it's gonna still look exactly like it. But like, again, I'm not a professional, so I feel like that's fine. But, you know, in case I do want to show you, I'll put it like somewhere in one of the corners where my face isn't, or maybe I'll just cover my face with it. But the reason that we're getting dressed up for Halloween is because I was telling my husband that I wish we could do like a costume party or go to a costume party and just, you know, like participate in Halloween, really. But like the zoo near us is having a Halloween event where like you can make drinks and like do a costume contest and just do all sorts of different fall Halloween themed things. Now, I'm not entirely sure what my husband plans to dress up as, because he says he wants to make like a Helldivers outfit, but he plans on like 3D printing parts for it. But the event is coming up and he hasn't really started on it. And usually using the printer is a lot of like trial and error. So I don't know if that's actually gonna be what happens. It'd be cool if it was, but I don't know. But I plan on being a little more basic with it and just go as a vampire. I've got a cloak, I've got a corset that's gonna go with it. Like the corset's red and the cloak is black with like red underneath. And I did order kind of like a Renaissance styled dress, but that won't be here until the day after the event. So I'm going to have to improvise and use a different dress that I have. What am I doing? Let me stop yapping. We've been at this for like 7 minutes. Okay. Thankfully, I do have a dress that I can use in place of the one I ordered, so it all works out still. Also, I'm not sure if I said it, but the dress that I did order, like the color scheme I was basing this off of, was black. So I've got the black dress, I've got the red corset, and I've got the cloak that's black and red. So I'm sure you can guess the color scheme we're going with for the makeup look, which isn't really colors that I use typically, so it's gonna be a bit of a mental block. Okay, so I've got all the skincare done, I think, yeah. Now to, I guess, dive into the actual makeup part of the video. My hair is going every direction. I mean, I did kind of style it to do that a little bit, but looks a little silly at times. I don't even know where to start with all of this. Okay, so I'm going to do another thing that I don't usually do with my makeup videos and actually use foundation. I don't think it's a perfect match, so, you know, if you notice it being a little bit different color than like my neck or just me in general, like, please be kind. Now, should I just like apply the foundation directly to my face? Probably not, but that's what's happening today, okay? And while I do have primers to put on before foundation, every time I've done that I've used foundation here recently, or as recently as I've used foundation, this is ridiculous looking. Why am I so red? Probably because I'm blabbing. Anyways, I'm not using primer because usually when I use it after doing skincare, it ends up rolling up. And that's just, you know, not the intended effect that I want, as you can imagine. I want the makeup to stay where I put it. This is ridiculous looking. I can't... Oh god. I can't tell if I just need to like blend it out or if it's just really simply not my shade. It isn't. Whatever. I'll try and fix it with concealer. And if it doesn't, then I'm just not gonna use foundation. I'll wipe it all off and get pissy about it. Okay, so blending it out or adding it to my forehead, that was like tomato shaded. Did help. I still feel like I look like a mannequin a little uncanny valley, but we're gonna try and roll with it. We're gonna try and fix the mistakes and just roll with it. Right, because obviously I don't do this very often, not the foundation. I'm gonna go wet this because I didn't think to earlier. I cannot stop looking here because I know it's not the same shade. But like I said, rolling with it. And I'm just gonna tap and hope that this fixes things a little bit. Blend, please. It's not doing anything. Maybe if I went out in the sun on occasion, maybe then the palest foundations would be the same shade as me. Okay, so I think for my face itself, it looks fine. Maybe. Fingies crossed. Now for the concealer. And we're just gonna use this. It's color correcting technically, and it better correct this color, okay? Okay! Maybe I should have just used this as foundation. I'm just gonna... Again, I really need to empathize. Pretend I speak English well. I really need to emphasize that I don't know what I'm doing. Why did I add some there? I don't know. I feel like I've seen someone do it and they looked like they knew what they were doing. We're on like step 1 and 2 of this entire look. And, well, I'm quite lost. I think that helped, actually. I'm gonna gaslight myself into believing that. Blah. Did I do something right? By Jove, I think I've done it. I think I did the right thing. Okay, so I don't know. Itches. I don't know if I'm going to hate this when I look back editing it, but right now, from what I can see, I think it looks okay. So I think we'll just go ahead and go on to the next thing. I have foundation fingies and it feels bad. Also, if anyone who has watched previous videos and has seen my dog in that chair, She's by my feet currently, in case you wanted to know where she was. I think random bits of dust have just inserted themselves in my nostrils and is driving me crazy. I guess I could pull up the reference image for real. Okay, so it kind of looks like she's got a bit of a base layer of red. So I'm going to be using this palette. It's Morphe and Coca-Cola collaborating. Gonna be going in with the shade Very Cherry. I may have grabbed the wrong type of brush. That would be shocking, I know. And I'm gonna kind of like tap along the crease. Bold, I know. I promise it's kind of how the picture looks. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Alright, we're kind of looking like a clown, but that's okay, I think. But the process can be a mess, so long as the end result looks okay. Okay, that's all we're going to use out of that palette. So for the black color, we're going to be using Of Quartz from ColourPop. And we're going to be using the shade down here called Rock On. And to try and be neater, we're getting a different brush. Not a clean brush, but I'm pretty sure the only thing I've used this for recently is the previous practice attempt. Alright, it's definitely not looking just like the image I'm going off of, but we're working on it. You know, not to gaslight myself or anything, but I don't think this looks as bad. Like is that blinking? I can't tell if my eyes are messing with me or not. Anyways, and I think I was saying, the main thing that I really messed up with the first attempt was I just kind of blended this all together, so it just kind of looked like a grayish red, and it didn't look bad, but it wasn't the effect I wanted. I am going to blend just a little bit to try and feel less silly, but that might just end up doing what I was just saying. While I'm sitting here debating whether I like or not this look, I can go ahead and do the underneath of the eye, kind of make it look whole. This better be postable. And I'm just gonna blend this out with my finger. I'm gonna have to grab makeup wipes. Oh well. Alright, I'm just gonna do the same thing with the other color. Both the red and the black are going underneath. I'm over here trying to use the eyeshadow mirror when... Yeah, we're grabbing the makeup wipes. Alright, so I cleaned it up a little bit. I still think it looks awful, but... yeah. Alright, that's all I'm gonna do for the eyeshadow. But I am going to do like mascara and eyeliner, and hopefully that'll kind of like help. So I don't know if I'll actually show me doing the mascara because I feel like doing this video a little different. But this is what I'm using. It's from Tarte. It's Light Lashes, or no, sorry, Lights Camera Lashes Platinum. For those of you curious. Okay, so that's mascara done. I can't really tell on your end if it did anything at all. Here's hoping, I guess. So in the reference image, she's got red and black, and I'm kind of already done with this look, to be completely honest with you. So I'll just be doing black liner. Will I? I'll check the shade of the red liner, because I can't remember how exactly it looks. It's very dark. Like, it's almost black. For the sake of, you know, spooky month, we can do the red. This is from ColourPop. It's from their Twilight collection, and it is in the shade Vampire. Again, for those of you who are curious. Now, this I won't be showing because I just want to do it this way. I'll be honest, this is so similar to the shade of eyeshadow it's going on that I'm having a hard time, like, properly lining it. Okay, so for future reference, this is not giving the effect that I want. So I'll just be using plain black liner if I actually do this look for Halloween. Alright, so I just cleaned up the liner a little bit. I also did gel liner on the waterline. And so I guess we're just going on to the rest of the look. That's eyes done. Finally. I think now what I want to do is to do my brows, because they're looking a little naked up there. I'm getting the hungry shakes. You know, I made coffee to drink during this, and I have yet to have one sip out of it. I bet it's cold by now. Okay. I feel like that helped a good bit. And the longer this video goes on, the more I get used to this. The cup is not hot anymore. Okay. Was it bad or was I not prepared for it? Okay, no. It's weird, but it's not bad. I decided to make pumpkin spice at home. It definitely got the pumpkin aftertaste. Whew. Okay, what next? I guess blush. So to keep like the reddish theme going on, I wanted to use like a bolder blush, like a redder blush. And this was the only one I had. I believe this is the brand name. This is Miss Fame, the Blush Series Palette 1. And it's got a is it like a cream blush and a powder blush. I'm trying to get more comfortable with like bolder looks because I'll feel like I'm putting on an excessive amount of like blush or just bold eyeshadow, which this is a bit more on the bold side. And but when I'm doing like other looks that feel bold, because I normally just do like a natural looking eyeshadow and like a shiny color, whenever I do something out of the ordinary, I'm like, it feels weird, man. So trying to broaden my horizons, so to speak. See, like, I feel like this is a good amount of blush. Like, it's there, but it's not, like, super out there. But I know that it's, like, also barely noticeable. And I want, like, a bolder look because, you know, it's Halloween. You do a little extra. So I'm going to... Well, that wasn't a lot. But I'm going to add some more. It stained my fingers. Alright, so now that I've got like more going on with my face than bold eyeshadow and like mannequin looking foundation, I'm liking the look more and more. But it was definitely a what is going on process on my end. I don't know what I'm doing next. I don't really want to do highlight because while I like it, I don't think I have anything that would go well with it. Now, here's the tricky part. I have black lipstick and I have bold red lipstick. And before, when I tried this before, I did like a layer of red and then like in the middle, I like blended in the black, and it did the same thing that the eyeshadow at the time did. It just turned into like a grayish red. And that's not what I want. We'll see. I got an idea. Don't know how it'll go. And I really don't want to mess this up because like, one, it's like the last thing I've got. And two, if I mess it up, I'm just gonna have like clown looking lipstick on. because like no matter how much you clean it, it's gonna stain like either black or red. So the plan, this very impulsive, I guess, plan is going to be like the corners red and the center black. I think, should I do it opposite? I don't know. Now the real plan is to just not think about it and just go. So that's what we're gonna do. Also, if you're curious, this is from Kat Von D. It's in the shade Bloodflower. Alright, I've got the red done. I kind of feel better about the placement because, you know, if you're a vampire and you're biting people, well, blood dripping down is gonna be on these sides. That's how my mind went as I was doing this. Not crazy about how it looks right now, so I'm gonna try and like blend it. It's also getting on my teeth. I'm just gonna cover the whole thing up with black lipstick, or gonna wipe. Oh gosh, it did not come off. Why isn't it coming off? Well, you know, props to both lipsticks, I guess. I don't want to like scrub because that'll make the mess I was trying to avoid. That actually blended it better than the brush. Okay, so I think we're done. It took a lot of took a lot of effort and mostly just getting through my own mental blocks with the eyeshadow and fussing with the lipstick. But for the makeup, looks done. I think I would do the lipstick a little bit differently. I think I'd probably just do like a coat of the red lipstick and then the black, and then just blend that to hell and back. But now that I'm done with this, I'm going to show you my costume I'll be wearing. I'm gonna back up a little bit to try and show you this, but here's the cloak. It's got the shiny red on the inside. It's got like a felt material on the outside. It's got a hood. And I have sent a Snapchat or two to friends saying, do it. So, yeah. It's choking me. Here's the corset. It's just real simple. Not like... I don't think it's like one of the like real bougie ones. Definitely didn't pay bougie price for it. So probably not. But here's the dress. Just goes down to the knees. It's got like kind of poofy shirt sleeves. This is choking me again. And for the shoes, I'm just going to be wearing these boots. I can't see them well on the phone. I hope you can see them. Let me scoot back into frame for you. Making my way over. How are you? I hope you're well. But yeah, now that I've got the whole fit together, I'm feeling better about how the makeup turned out. Never mind that my bangs are hiding a lot of the work. But yeah, this is my Halloween getup for our little zoo event. So I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching. Bye!